Good morning, bright and early, just before 7 a.m. here in sunny, hot Las Vegas, Nevada. Teddy Covers with another edition of Wake Up and Win from WagerTalk.com. We're going to talk about where the money is flowing. And again, we talk about the overnight money, the early morning money. We're not talking about casual bettors. We're not talking about recreational bettors. This is sharp money. Where's the sharp money flowing? Why is it flowing in that direction? And what can we expect if we follow or fade the sharp moves? Let's talk about that on today's show. And of course, we're going to start in the NBA where nothing's happening. 6.5, 214.5. That line is painted just about everywhere right now. And again, the first bets came on Boston. Opened 6 at a lot of books and went up to 6.5. Total really hasn't done a whole lot from the opener. But 6.5, 214.5, those numbers holding pretty steady in the NBA day after day. Same thing with the series price. Anywhere from minus 220 plus 180. You know, books that have less juice are minus 200 and plus 190. But that's the essential marketplace where Dallas says about a 2-1 underdog against the Celtics. That number will change after game one. Before game one, not so much. I've been talking WNBA the last couple of days. I'm not a huge WNBA player, but I can tell you where the sharp money has come overnight. And there were two things that stood out to me when I looked at the WNBA board this morning on the WagerTalk free live odds screen. First, under money for the Mystics and the Sun, Washington, UConn. They pounded the under last night. That opened as high as 156.5. I'm seeing 152s out there on the WagerTalk free live odds screen this morning. So that under got hit pretty good. We've also seen some money for the New York Liberty up to minus 7.5 against Chicago Sky. That was minus 7 everywhere last night. So a legit move towards the Liberty as road chalk. Not much doing in the third game, Mercury and Storm. So there's a little NBA. There's a little WNBA. Do a little MLB. But first, if you have a second, and I know you do, you're watching this, click the like button, done. Thank you. It really helps me. I appreciate it so much. And of course, if you want to comment, I've been in there every day answering the comments. Thank you, all of you who've been commenting. And if you want to tell a friend, that's good too. What do we have there? We're saying 170,000, close to 170,000 subscribers now on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. If you haven't done so and want to get, boom, you get instant alerts whenever these videos go live. There's an advantage to becoming a WagerTalk YouTube subscriber. There's a reason so many people have done it already. Tons of good content, not just mine, all over the channel. We've done some basketball. Let's talk a little MLB for today. And you know why I do this show right at 7. Because, again, if you're watching at 7 a.m., you can see every morning, lights up like a Christmas tree, the WagerTalk live odds screen. Of course, if you've never used a live odds screen before, take a minute, look through a tutorial. You can understand when the moves have come, why they're coming, and then showing the way that they are. When we say it lights up like a Christmas tree, that means that there are a number of books that have just changed their lines, which tells you, and then when the book changes their lines, it shows in a different color. That's why I say it lights up like a Christmas tree. So we talk about the action for today, the early action for today, and we're seeing money for Milwaukee against Philadelphia. The wise guys are convinced that there's going to be money to be made betting against the Phillies at some point this season. Obviously, Philadelphia has been extraordinarily good so far. No one expects them to play 700 baseball the whole way. The markets are seeing value this morning going against the Phillies. Also a little bit of over money there. Not a ton, mostly 8.5s last night. This morning I'm seeing more 9s minus 120. So juice to the under. So we have seen over money and Brewers money in that game. We're seeing Dodgers money today. Glasgow against Jones. I'm a little bit surprised by that, but Pittsburgh hasn't really hit the ball all that well of late. Glasgow, LA's ace. They're 2-1 chalk right now. That was as low as minus 180 last night. I'm seeing minus 205, even minus 210 on the WagerTalk live odds screen right now. So sharp money for the Dodgers, sharp money for the Brewers, and the over in that ball game. Taking a look at some of the other moves we're seeing over money for San Fran and Arizona as well. That 9 juice to the under last night. Now it's 9 juice to the over this morning. And again, we're not talking about crazy, but a 9 under minus 120 to a 9 over minus 120. That's going to take more than one limit bet And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the broader market, not one guy, the markets. So that's one certainly worth noting there. Let's talk a little bit more. We got over money coming for KC Cleveland. They were 7.5 last night. Now I'm seeing 8s, even an 8.5 here in Las Vegas for the Royals and the Guardians. I'm surprised. Lugo's a guy who's obviously been very good this year, and he's attracted a fair bit of wise guy support. I'm not sure why the money is fading him in the sense of the total today. Cleveland's play, that park in Cleveland has played heavily to the over this year. It's been one of the best hitters park in baseball. That may have something to do with that over money showing for the Royals and the Guardians. Other early moves in MLB, I saw a little bit of Seattle money, not a ton. Something else stood out to me. Where does that go? Oh, there it is. One of the beauties, I record it live. I take some notes about what I want to talk about, some of the things I want to highlight. But I'm looking at the screen and talking half the time you guys see because my head's twisted. And it's like, oh yeah, where was that one? Where was that one? Under money for Atlanta, Boston, Fried, and Crawford. Crawford's attracting a lot of positive attention of late. We saw that in his last start for the Red Sox as well. And I guess we'll call it a little bit of over money in St. Louis for the Cardinals and the Astros. Verlander went over last night, late, unfortunately for those of you who were involved in my free play yesterday. Like the under in that game, and it was good it wasn't good, but it had a chance into the 8th, and then it died late, unfortunately. Nonetheless, over money showing for St. Louis, Houston right now. The 8.5 is getting bought up. 9's the prevailing number there. And frankly, that's what I'm seeing right now on the WagerTalk live stream. Don't want to make stuff up. I'm not in here to say, I think this one's gonna move. We're talking about what's happening and why it's happening. Speaking of why it's happening and what's happening, I want to let you guys know about a great offer at WagerTalk.com. You can get on board with me. You can get on board with anybody. Finish off June with a bang. $1.99 gets you every play, every day, in every sport for the entire month of June. Today's the 4th, so you'll get, 27 days if you take advantage of this offer right now. And again, there's nothing more to buy. There's no bait and switch. Any 5% plays, any big tickets, etc., all included in this package. $1.99, all plays, all sports. Just visit WagerTalk.com or check out my page, wt.buzz/TC. What else do I got? You guys click the like button. Thank you. You guys have heard the moves that's going on today. And I'm out of time. I'm out of info. Have a great day. We'll do it again tomorrow. Cheers.